Hey beauties, it is Susie Ashworth here, Mind Shift and Meshing Mentor, and it is 8:47 and I was this close to not coming on live today, and it's because I had 2 days off over the weekend. And it is much, hey Anne, it's so much easier to do things just every freaking day than to have a day off, because the minute you get out of your routine, it is so much harder to get on. And I'm not gonna lie, I was just sat on the sofa watching the BAFTAs, starting to feel a little bit tired, thinking I'm gonna get like an early night, I'm gonna go up. Jerome's just gone up because he's going to work in the morning, which means I've got school run and all that fun stuff. And I was really thinking, oh, I am not gonna go live. And then I thought, no, I promised myself that I was going to go live every day, and I've taken the weekend off. I'm not going to beat myself up about that. But if I don't go on today, then I'm the type of person who doesn't keep the commitment she makes to herself. And if I don't keep the commitments I make to myself, then where the fuck am I going to end up? So that is why I'm here. Evening, Zoe. I almost said morning. That's how tired I am. Anyway, I wanted to come on because during the WOW call today, which the WOW call is something that I host with the Limitless Life Experience people twice a week. It's kind of like a group coaching. Somebody asked about content, and I talked about the fact that you can't really run out of content if you use the bits that are going on in your life, the inspiration that you're getting, the little kind of tidbits that are happening to you every single day, and relate it back to what it is that you do. And I said, hey Miralee, and I said that if I'd have been going live this weekend or yesterday, then I would have talked about Amy Purdy. And for those of you who don't know, Amy Purdy is an inspirational, amazing woman. She's a paraplegic. Hello, Anya. She's a double paraplegic. She lost both of her legs when she was 19, and after she lost both of her legs, she decided that she, who never missed a year of snowboarding, that the year that she lost both her legs, she would get back up on top of the mountain and snowboard down that hill. And she explained, hey Mary, she explained, and I shared, so a lady shared the podcast that talked about her story. It's on Oak for Soul Sessions. I will link it up because it is so, I could barely listen to it without sobbing. It's just so, spine tinglingly amazing. And she describes, after feeling like, after having these little signs before she lost her legs that this might happen, and really thinking, how would she ever survive without her legs? She describes making the decision that she would snowboard within a year, that she would help people, and I can't remember what the third decision was. And I talk about making non-negotiable choices about what you will tolerate for your life and what you won't tolerate for your life. And these choices need to be in alignment with the vision that you have for yourself. And when she was talking about the decision that she made less than a month after losing both of her legs, she was going to snowboard down a mountain because she had never missed a year of snowboarding in her life since she'd started snowboarding. I just thought, there isn't anything that I can say or any better example of somebody making a decision about what they will tolerate for their lives or what they won't tolerate for their lives. And it was like, this is it. And she talks about the decision that she makes and the choice that she makes, and she puts it so beautifully. She says, she asked herself, if she was the author of her life, what is the story she would want to create? And I was just so, I thought, again, that's perfect. That is so, so perfect. We get to choose, we get to write the story. I think often we forget, and it was such a beautiful reminder. And within the year, there she is with her prosthetic legs, snowboarding down the mountain. And before she got to that point, she visualized, and she talks about seeing it and feeling it so clearly in her body. She talks about the muscles were twitching. She felt the wind going through her hair. She felt the wind on her skin. She felt and saw it all. And again, these are things that I say, and they're things that I have lived, but there are times where I forget it. There are times that I forget that every single thing that's in my life right now is something that I envisaged before it happened. Hey, Susan, I envisaged it before it happened, consciously or subconsciously, but I'm talking really about the conscious stuff here. And again, I can't repeat this enough, because a 19-year-old woman, able-bodied, who lost both of her legs, made the decision she would snowboard down a mountain. And she saw it, she envisaged it, she felt it in every fibre of her being. And within 12 months, that is exactly what she was doing. She decided that she was the author, and this was the story that was going to play out. We always have a choice. And so I suppose I just want to remind you of that. And I was saying to Jerome, because we were down on the beach, I was saying to him, I know this, I absolutely know this is what I teach, but sometimes I forget it. And whenever we move into that space of self-doubt, whenever we move into that space of imposter syndrome, whenever we move into that space of not feeling enough, we forget that we're the authors. And the longer we stay in imposter, the longer we stay in not enough, the longer we stay in lack of clarity, that's the story that we are creating around us. And so the message is just remember to keep on choosing. Keep on choosing to know that you're the author and that we can create whatever it is that we desire. And if you haven't watched it already, please, 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 or listened to it already, please, please go and seek out Oprah's Soul Sunday sessions. I don't think it's called Super Soul Sunday. Out and listen to that podcast, and then come and tell me what you think and how inspired you are, because it is absolutely amazing. Right, that is it. I'm really pleased that I came on live today. Yay! And I will see you all tomorrow. Mwah. Later. Oh, I'll post the link on you. I'll post the link.